paramedic here, our community paramedic, speak to you about heart issues, the signs, the differences between men and women's signs of heart attacks and so forth. And she's going to give you some good information. And then I'm going to talk about the caregivers program. And just make sure that you visit all your vendors, and we will have door prizes, I promise. I'll call for those as well, and I appreciate you all being here. So without further ado, I want to let Carla come up here and talk to you about the heart attacks, the heart health, and signs.
First of all, I want to apologize because I've had the crud. I guess everybody knows about the crud. If I can do this without coughing, it'd be fantastic. Yeah, we want to apologize for the mix-up this morning. I'm going to start off by explaining some of the risk factors for heart attack and stroke. Some of you guys, any of you guys out there take medications daily for like high blood pressure or diabetes. Those are risk factors for stroke and heart attack. Also, obesity and high cholesterol, which causes arteriosclerosis, causes a narrowing of the veins by plaque in the veins and the vessels. Stress can cause signs and symptoms of a heart attack, and sometimes you put enough stress on your heart, it can actually cause you to have a heart attack. I've seen that happen before. And I've also seen mention, we actually had someone that was in the EMS community. She lost someone that was very close to her, and she ended up having some severe cardiac issues, which resulted in her having a heart attack. And they had to revive her, I believe, 4 different times, and they said that she actually suffered from what's called broken heart syndrome. People will mention that, and you think, well, that's not possible, but it is. Stress can cause heart attacks. There are different signs in men and women. A lot of times women just think they're having heartburn or a little bit of pain in your jaw or whatever, but as far as men goes, men will get nausea, vomiting, jaw, neck, and back pain. A lot of times it'll shoot straight through the middle of your chest and come out your back, and a squeezing pain in your chest or a pressure, and they become short of breath. But with women, they get all those signs as well, but chest pain, women don't always get chest pain. It's crazy because you would automatically associate a heart attack with chest pain, but women don't always get chest pain. A lot of times the women will get pain in the lower part of their chest or in their upper abdomen. We call that the epigastric region, and that's synonymous with heartburn. That's also synonymous with pancreatitis or gallbladder pain. Those are another things that can mimic a heart attack. But you get that pain in the lower abdomen, and then you'll get some heartburn. Women will they'll pass out a lot of times. You'll stand up and you'll pass out, and you'll say, wow, I don't know what's going on today. I don't know why I'm passing out, but it's because of a sudden drop in blood pressure, or you just feel really tired. So if you can put yourself in a situation where you've been working outside all day, say for instance, you come in the house and all of a sudden you feel dizzy and you wake up on the floor and you got a little bit of heartburn, you don't really associate that with having a heart attack, but that's what can happen to women. So men's signs of a heart attack are usually the classic signs that we think of, but women, I've had women on the ambulance before that have had pain on the right side of their chest instead of the left side of their chest. So just don't think that it's just a chest pain type thing or a jaw pain type thing or a left arm. That's what people associate with heart attacks. It can be so many other things. If you've already got those risk factors, you take blood pressure medications, you take cholesterol medications, you're under a lot of stress, and you start having those symptoms as a woman, you need to at least call an ambulance, and at least we'll come out to your house here in Oxford, and we will do a 12 lead on you, check your blood pressure and all that. You know, it's no charge. That's what the community paramedic program is. I go to people's houses and here in Oxford, and I'll check their blood pressures and I'll do their blood sugars and all that to make sure everything's going all right with them. But ambulances can also come out to your house and do a 12 lead EKG on you to make sure that you're not having a heart attack at that time. So some things that you can do to help yourself lower your risk for a heart attack are you eat better. You eat foods, whole foods that lots of fruits and vegetables and lean proteins, nuts, seeds, and non-tropical oils like olive oil and canola oil. I know my mama won't cook with anything but olive oil. It doesn't matter. She doesn't cook with vegetable oil. She cooks with grapeseed oil and she cooks with olive oil. She has high blood pressure. She manages her blood pressure without any medications. So what you eat makes a difference. Be more active. You should participate in 150 minutes of moderate or 75 minutes of vigorous physical activity. Walking is great, just what you can do. If you can sit in a chair, if you can't get up and walk, sit in a chair and just exercise your arms and your legs. Just something to get your heart going, get your heart beating better. And if you smoke, quit. If you smoke, quit. I can't say that, I can't emphasize that enough. Also, in our society, a lot of kids are exposed to secondhand smoke, and they grow up their whole entire life exposed to that kind of smoke, and then they grow up and have cardiac problems. They may never pick up a cigarette and smoke it, but they'll end up having cardiac issues because of secondhand smoke around them. And I did a paper in college on third-hand smoke, and third-hand smoke can be when you smoke inside your home and it gets on your couches and in your curtains and on your beds and on your floors, and your grandkids come over and they crawl around, or your children come home from school and they sit on the couches, or they lay down on the floor. They can get a third-hand tobacco exposure like that. So make sure you're getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep at night. You want to make sure that, I know that when you get older, I'll be 55 this year, and it seems like I can survive on less sleep. You go to sleep, you wake up about 3 or 4 times a night, and then you go back to sleep, and you wake up again. You're constantly doing that back and forth. That's actually not good for you, but you can't help it. You just got to you wake up, and then it makes you mad because you woke up, and then you stay up longer, and then you go back to sleep. But that is actually unhealthy for us. So, of course, we don't want to take any medications that make us, sleep better, because then I don't want to get back up. Manage your weight. You want to keep your BMI anywhere from 18.5 to 25. You want to keep it less than 25. Your doctor can help you figure out what your BMI is, but you want to stay below that. Stay active. Control your cholesterol. High levels of LDL or bad cholesterol can lead to the heart disease, what we were talking about earlier about atherosclerosis, where the plaque gets into your vessels, and eventually it can close it off and you'll have a heart attack. So make sure that you go to your doctor and have your regular blood work drawn so that you can make sure that your HDL is low or where it's supposed to be. Diabetes, you want to manage your blood sugar. Make sure that your kidneys are functioning properly. Your kidneys are affected by high blood pressure. And your kidneys are also affected by high blood sugar. So most of the people that are in dialysis right now have a history of uncontrolled hypertension and uncontrolled diabetes. Now, there are those cases where people have had vehicle accidents. That's just one example where they lost function of their kidneys because maybe they were in ICU for a while. But the majority of the people that are in dialysis treatments right now are there because of uncontrolled high blood pressure and uncontrolled diabetes. So you want to make sure you keep your blood pressure and your blood sugar under control, and the levels that we like to stay at on your blood pressure is 120/80. If you go any higher than 139/89, you're considered to have high blood pressure. So those are some tips that you can remember to help control your...
Good morning. Can y'all hear me okay? Okay. So yes, I'm from Alabama Lifespan and Respite. My name is Jenny Stang, and my official title is the Caregiver Outreach Specialist. So I'll tell you a little bit about some of the programs we offer. Like Ellen had said, we do have a respite reimbursement program. And so what that means is we give you a quarterly stipend. So every 3 to 4 months, we'll give you a certain amount of money that is reimbursement eligible. And so you can hire somebody, whether that's a skilled professional, like from an agency, or even just someone that you already know and trust, like a friend, family member, neighbor. As long as they're over the age of 18 and they don't live in the same household, they can be what we call a respite provider so that you can take a break from your caregiving duties. And one thing I've noticed working as the outreach specialist is a lot of people don't consider themselves caregivers when they're taking care of their family members. They think, well, I'm just taking care of mom, or I'm just doing what I need to do for my spouse. But a caregiver is anybody who's providing full-time unpaid care for a loved one who cannot care for themselves in the way that an independent person would be able to do so. So you are a caregiver if you are taking care of someone who cannot take care of themselves at home, and so you can qualify for our program and get that quarterly stipend to help offset the cost or pay somebody fully to come in and give you a break. Another program that we have is called the Caregiver Wellness Initiative, and this was born out of the COVID pandemic. During the COVID pandemic, where the whole world shut down literally, we found that our caregivers were experiencing a lot more stress than average, which says a lot, because if you're a caregiver, you know stress is part of just the core of being a caregiver. But when all the programs shut down and there was nowhere to go, and there was nobody that could come in, caregivers were 24/7 for months and months and months without a break, taking care of their loved ones. And so we started getting a lot of calls from our caregivers asking for emergency respite, saying, I'm going through a mental health crisis, I need a break, I need help. And so we discovered that coming up with a way to address those mental health concerns for our caregivers was the best way to go forward. And so the Caregiver Wellness Initiative is a program where if you're on our respite reimbursement program, you can apply for this, and that gives you 3 sessions paid in full by us with a licensed mental health professional. We have I want to say dossier, but that's not the word. What's the word I'm looking for? We've got a list. We've got a list of mental health professionals all across the state of Alabama that we work with that are familiar with caregiver stress and caregiver concerns that you can choose from. Or if you already have a mental health provider or you want to look for one on your own, you can choose whoever you want, as long as they accept direct invoicing. So the way that works is you'll find your provider, we will send them a referral, you'll get on with them, and they just bill us. So what is said with that provider, any of your stress or mental health concerns that you discuss with that provider, we're not privy to any of that information, where it's 100% confidential. We just get the bill. So that's an option as well. And if you and your provider feel like you would benefit from more sessions, we can extend it to another 3. So within a 12-month calendar year, you can get 6 free sessions with a mental health provider. And the caregivers that have taken advantage of this program have reported a great sense of relief in their stress. They feel like they've been strengthened and empowered to continue doing the job that they do, because the goal of Alabama Lifespan Respite as a whole is really to just make caregiving sustainable, because caregiving is a nonstop investment of yourself into another person, and that takes its toll after a while. So we offer the respite reimbursement program so that you can have those breaks, you can have those self-care days. I'll say, whether it's going out with your friends, getting your hair done, or running off into the woods to scream, whatever is respite to you is respite to us. So you can choose whatever activity you want. And our program is lifespan. So we have people on our program who are itty bitties with maybe autism spectrum disorder or cerebral palsy. And we have seniors that are, just dealing with old age or dementia. So it's lifespan. Anybody of any age with any diagnosis that limits their quality of life can qualify for our program. And another offering we have for caregivers is what we call the Care Academy. And Care Academy is 8 hours of free respite provider training that can be done online, and you get 30 days to complete it, so you don't have to do it all in one sitting. You can do it whenever you want. And it does kind of focus more on elder care, but there's a lot of really good information in there, whether you're taking care of a senior or a young person. And so it'll go over things like medication management, basic housekeeping, cleanliness, different types of maybe symptoms or things like that you might notice with somebody who maybe has dementia. Just very practical, easy to understand information that can help you feel more confident in your caregiving role. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we do. Oh, yeah, my main job is I am a mental health educator. So my background is in social work and crisis counseling. And so I will do weekly education online, and I also do in person if people invite me to come and do it. And I talk to caregivers about stress management and taking care of yourself and even just childhood trauma, right? Because once we have a better grasp and stability with our mental health, I feel it makes caregiving a lot easier. Because if you're already stressed, if you're already burdened, and then you add caregiving on top of that, you're just looking at the perfect storm, right? And so those education opportunities are available to anybody, whether you're on a program or not. You just go on our website and you can sign up, register for the class, and I'll send you a link and you click on it and we're good to go.
Mine is not so complicated. You can actually sit down. My name is Dawn Ray. He makes fun of how I talk. And I am from Carolyn Oaks. We are an independent assisted living and memory care facility. We have a facility in Heflin, and we just opened our facility in Lincoln last week. Yay! It's been a long time coming. So what we offer is our independent living is people can have a car, they can work. What they do is they've just come to live with us to enjoy retirement. We do their laundry, their housekeeping, all their meals, provide anything they need except for the beauty shop. We have our doctor that comes in there, a nurse practitioner that comes in there, but don't worry, if you still have your doctor you want to use, welcome to go do that. We want you to come live with us and enjoy your years. Do not have to do any cleaning or laundry, just come enjoy all our activities with us. Assisted living is people that just need a little bit more care. They need help with their medications. They may need a little help with their bathing, ADLs, which is activities of daily living. Let us come do that. Me and Leah, she's at Legacy in Jacksonville. We were just talking earlier. Most people wait too late before they become a part of the assisted living community. So that's very important. We have memory care facility. It's going to be for your residents that might have some memory care deficits, dementia, or Alzheimer's. We do have lockdown units for their safety so they don't wander. All of our rooms are private with their own handicap accessible bathrooms. So, and like I said, even if you do not pick Carolyn Oaks, we have so many wonderful different facilities in different locations, like Leah with Jacksonville and Legacy of Jacksonville, and we've got plenty of love to share with everybody. We're all here for the same reason, and to take care of our elderly and our seniors. Thank you all so much for coming today. I know so many faces out there. I started nursing 27 years ago, and I got the privilege of working with Miss Louise right there. And now she works at Carolyn Oaks on the weekends. So any questions, don't hesitate. Thank you all for being here today. There's so many wonderful different resources available that people just don't even know are available. So thank you for being here, and y'all have a great day.
Good morning. I'm Melinda Mitchell. I'm one of the 4 ombudsmen at East Alabama. We cover 68 facilities in our 10-county region. We have the largest coverage area and the largest number of facilities. Right now we have almost 4,700 residents that we visit. Last month alone we got 4 new facilities, our 2 in Lincoln. We got 1 in Gadsden and 1 in Tallapoosa County. So it is definitely growing. We are excited about the many different things that we do. But this Thursday and Friday, we're going to have a Friendly Faces volunteer meeting. COVID kind of took a hit on us. When COVID happened, we lost a lot of our volunteers. We couldn't really go in the facilities. So I want to tell you a little bit about it. So this Thursday and Friday from 10 to 12 at the East Alabama Regional Planning and Development Commission. It's Quintard Towers. It's going to be on the 3rd floor. If you come in, you come to the elevator, and there's a little camera with a button. Push the little button, and you will be buzzed up to the 3rd floor. We're just going to have a little meeting, kind of give you some more information about the volunteer program. The only thing we ask is that you be of the age of 18 or older, that you have don't have a criminal background, because we do background checks. We just ask that you volunteer 2 hours a month, just 2 hours. We'll pair you with a resident in a facility. Usually we try to keep you in the area you want to be. If you want to work in Anniston or Piedmont, we have nursing homes in Jacksonville and Talladega as well. You can read out loud, play board games. A lot of my assisted livings and nursing homes, they love puzzles. Doing puzzles with them, just helping them with their memories. Sometimes they just want somebody to talk to them. A lot of them we pair you with somebody that doesn't have family or friends to visit them. Sometimes they just want somebody to sit and listen to them. We had a lady that had come into the nursing home and she was scared. She didn't sleep at night and she was afraid to go to sleep because a new environment was very scary. They paired her up with one of the volunteers, and the volunteer, Summer Jenkins, is over the program, the volunteer program. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here today. So if you have any questions or anything about it, I do have some flyers, or if you know anybody that might be interested. We also have our pen pal program. Maybe you just don't feel comfortable going in a nursing home. We do have a pen pal program that we pair you up with writing back and forth between residents. So if y'all have any more questions, just let me know. And y'all have a great day.
I'd love to be called the guru. I don't know about all that. But as Ellen said, my name is Teresa Spigner. Some of you stopped by our table earlier, but I'm with the SHIP, and SHIP stands for State Health Insurance Program. We don't sell insurance, so what we do is, a lot of people remember us mainly doing open enrollment, but we're year-round. So anytime that you have any questions about Medicare, about your plans, we don't try to sell you a particular plan. We try to have different partnerships or people that we can put you in contact with if you have a question about a particular plan, because sometimes we don't know all the particulars like they can over there, but we can assist you with the basics of looking at that. We can also assist you with talking with Social Security or Medicare if you're having some difficulty understanding, because I always tell everybody that Medicare is just a complicated little piece of thing that we have to deal with. And so, but we help you to understand your Medicare benefits. You help determine which plan is best for you. We don't make the decision for you. We try to just give you all the information, and we allow you to make those things. We answer any kind of questions that you may have. And again, if it's something that we don't know, we will put you in contact with people that would be able to do that for you. Another thing with the SMP that we do, and SMP stands for the Senior Medicare Program, a patrol. And so with that is, a lot of times billions of dollars are frauded upon every year with the Medicare, and some of those can be just human error. I encourage you all to look at your MSN to make sure what you've been charged for or what has been charged against Medicare. Some people don't even look at them, don't open them up, but it could be something as simple as you needing a walker and you got charged for one and didn't know that they had charged you for it. And then when you actually do need it, Medicare is going to say, I can't pay for that because you've already gotten one. Or you may even be charged for something, say a man may go in and have some procedures done and they charge you for a mammogram. Well, you know you didn't have a mammogram done, so that's why it's important for you to kind of look at that. So those are some of the things. If you have any questions, you can give us a call at that 1-800-AGE-LINE number, which is 1-800-243-5463. If you got any information from any of our tables, those numbers are going to be on all the material that you have. So anytime you have any questions about that, you just give us a call, and if it's something that we can assist you with, we will. One of the things that Melinda was talking about, volunteers, a lot of our programs do need volunteers, and I know even with our program, we're always looking for volunteers. And I know sometimes, mostly when people are retired, they're looking for something to do. We do Medicare counseling, and sometimes that may be kind of a scary thing for people to say, well, I don't want to have to help anybody there and make those kind of decisions. Well, we definitely can use people to assist us with those phone calls, or to help people choose plans if they have that kind of time and they want to go through the training and do all that. We would love to have volunteers to do that. However, some people, when they retire, they like, I don't want to work hard. I'm volunteering, I just want to give my time. And so we have things that you can come into the office and help us with, because we're always, just secretarial stuff, putting stuff into the computer, or just at an event like this. We do a lot of outreach where we're trying to reach our seniors and our beneficiaries, the families, to let them know about different things. And so if you just have some time and you say, you know what, I got a couple of days, I can go sit up for an event, and then you can do that for us, because we all have to do a lot of outreach for our programs, and so we would love to have you to be able to do that as well. So thank you.
Hello, everybody. Always sounds so strange in the microphones, like it's an echo. Several different things right quick. From what I've been listening to so far, I wish I'd have known about some of these programs. When I was back home, I was a caregiver for my grandmother who raised me. That lady was very, very special to me. She got me out of a home that I was sexually abused in by an evil stepmother. I say evil because I feel like that's what she was. And then my father, he got sick later on in his life with congestive heart failure and several other issues. And after my grandmother passed away, after finally we had to put her in the nursing home, he passed away. And so there were so many different resources here. I don't know if it was available in the region that I was in, but being here today I'll be able to hear things that I could pass on to other people. So what we do at Self-Recovery Medical Detox, can y'all still hear me? Feel like having to bend over. We're 7 to 10 day medical detox, and we have a facility right here at Stringfellow Memorial Hospital. We have one in Center, Alabama. We have one in Utah, Alabama, and one in Greenville. We provide transportation, so we'll come pick up people discreetly at your home, at the person's home who may be suffering from alcoholism or drug addiction. Lots of times people continue to use drugs and alcohol not because they want to be drunk and high all the time, but because they're physical dependent and they're very, very, very sick. Especially today's problem with the fentanyl overdoses and the stuff that's going on. People get sober, people's families reunite, crime goes down. There's so much things that sobriety can offer. I myself was in long-term recovery. I was raised by a good family. I was in church. Every time the doors were open, I knew about God. I knew what He could do, but I was so deep in addiction I couldn't find myself out of it. So that's what we do at Self-Recovery. Everybody on our staff is in long-term recovery, and we're very diligent about getting people into treatment. There is a lot of sober livings here in Anniston. A lot of people are getting their lives restored. Not all of them are great, but there's a lot of good ones out there that want to put people back in the community. You never know who you might be dealing with. It affects doctors, lawyers, judges, all types of people. And people just need help, and we try to love them back to that. So if y'all ever need any resources as far as detox and treatment options, you can see me right over there at the self-recovery table. And thank y'all for allowing me to tell about our program. God bless you.
Hello. I am too short for this microphone. Hello. So I'm not going to take hardly any of your time because I want you to come by my table and see the picture of my precious little baby Billy. But I am with Viva Medicare, Viva Health, and we are a Medicare Advantage plan. And just quickly, we are the only 5-star plan in the state of Alabama. So what that means for us and why it's harped very loudly is because you know and you are aware of the open enrollment period or the annual enrollment period that happens every year. For Viva, for a 5-star plan, that does not apply to us. You can pick up the Viva Medicare plan at any time during the year, and it will become effective the 1st of the next month. So, and what it is Viva is very good about who we talk to, how we talk about Viva, and if it's not a right fit for you, we're not going to push it upon you. We want to do what's right for you. I would rather someone say, this is not a right fit for me, but my brother may be a very good fit for Viva.